dog, we did it, lunatics. Well, voting members of the Academy technically did it, but we did it! Emmy noms for Widow's Bay, 19 of them. All that and more on the My Grace Report. This video is sponsored by the card game Run. Not yet. Not yet. Run! So, big morning for our favorite haunted island. God, and 8 of those noms are in the big categories, or, excuse me, the categories that will be televised on September 14th. If you thought it should get a nom somewhere, chances are it did. Like Kate O'Flynn, for one, that was the big relief. It was like, Kate O'Flynn better be nominated for an Emmy. So that's triumphant news. And then I see that, wait, what's up? Dale Dickey too. Hell yeah, Rosemary. You know what's funny about that is, technically the only episodes of season 1 that are eligible for this round of Emmys that they were nominated for is episodes 1 through 8. Episodes 9 and 10 premiered after the May 31st cutoff. And those are now orphan eps, which I think might be able to be nominated next year. The point is, all the voting this year should only be based on episodes 1 through 8. Dale Dickey's ep, her Tour de Force performance, or Tour de Smoking Force performance, is in freaking episode 9 with the ancestor tree and stuff.
Have a seat.
So technically that shouldn't even weigh in here, but you know it does. Episode 9 is arguably the Rosemary episode. It's not quite a Rosemary only ep in the way that, say, Sunset Cocktails was for Patricia. That ep is officially called Beach Reads, right? But I think the internet collectively has agreed that the actual title of that episode is Sunset Cocktails. And it's great in a meme sense because you can use that to plug in when someone's wronged you. For instance, when people say they don't get why Widow's Bay would be a comedy, but they haven't watched it yet, and they called it Windows Bay. I would like to serve that person a sunset cocktail, except I wouldn't be burning the book off my hand in the fire. I'd be watching them walk their little punk asses into the water. So long, say what's up to Jerry's brother when you're down there. That's what I'd be doing.
About a 9 on the tension scale, Rube.
So what I'd like to do now is I'm going to take each of these 8 categories. I'm going to do something that I've swiped from either Entertainment Weekly or Variety, or maybe a bunch of people do it. But I'm going to hit you with a who should win the Emmy and who will win the Emmy. Best actor in a comedy. Ooh, tough lineup. A lot of worthy competitors there. But the one who should win is Matthew Rhys of Widow's Bay.
Get on with it.
What'll really push the voters over is that glorious gif he gave us when they're on the boat in Ep 7. And he goes, oh my God. Have you ever seen someone fall off a bench in a funnier fashion than this right here?
No.
And here, who will win the best actor in a comedy? Matthew Rhys from Widow's Bay. I already showed you the bench slide. I mean, come on, it's all his. Next up, best supporting actress in a comedy. Talk about a stacked category. I mean, we got 2 Widow's Bay peeps in here. Friggin' Dale Dickey, awesome. And the one we were all waiting for, Kate O'Flynn. She had this on lock after Sunset Cocktails. She then unlocked that lock, only to lock it tighter when she beat the boogeyman in episode 8, Baggage.
Bye-bye.
Oh my God.
Who should win? Kate O'Flynn. Who will win supporting actress in a comedy? Kate O'Flynn. Another boom. Come on. Supporting actor in a comedy. Real talk, I've only watched 2 of these shows on this list, okay? But no way is that going to stop me from guessing and telling who's going to win the Emmy for it. Who should win? Stephen Root for Widow's Bay. Ooh. So who will win the Emmy for Best Supporting Actor in a Comedy? Stephen Root. Sorry, other dudes, but don't even bother coming to the ceremony. Either that or practice your losing face, because that's what you're going to have to bust out September 14th when Stephen Root is announced as the winner of this category. He's got it in the bag, which is in the coffin, which is on his boat, headed towards the danger zone, where he and Tom bested Richard Warren. Done. Guest actor in a comedy. Speaking of Richard Warren, our boy, Hamish Linklater. Boom! Big surprise to see him in this category, but guess what? He's my pick for who should win. Who will win the Emmy is, of course, Rob Reiner for The Bear. Sorry, Hammy. You're not going to beat a dead guy. Especially a universally beloved, gone before his time dead guy. All right?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Next, guest actress in a comedy. This category is absolutely insane. Okay, so Hacks, which we know and love, it got the most nominations for a comedy ever this year with 25. Which is funny because just the previous year, the studio had set the record with 23. So here's Hacks with 25 in its final season. 5 of those 25 nominations are in this one category, okay? 5.
What is that?
Should win. Betty Gilpin for Widow's Bay. Truly amazing that in a show where every single player is an all-star and a breakout, there was one whole ep where none of those people appeared, except for Wick at the very end. You know who can handle that kind of pressure and deliver the goods? Friggin' Betty Gilpin, okay? Who will win the Emmy? Betty Gilpin for Widow's Bay. I mean, look at these 5. They're going to cancel each other out, right? We've got 2 people up against each other for the same ep. How do you pick Leslie or Cherry? Cherry or Leslie? But then if we're going to go for the longtime guest stars, I mean, it's Weed versus the mayor of Las Vegas. I mean, don't make me choose. The good thing is I don't have to, because the winner is going to be Widow's Bay with Betty Gilpin. Give it to Betty Gilpin and tell JLC to go polish her Oscar or stay away from the Murder, She Wrote reboot. Yeah, tell her that too. Directing and writing comedy series Emmys. I'm going to do these both at the same time because they're both for the same ep. The pilot episode, Welcome to Widow's Bay. Hiro's nominated for directing and my girl Dippold is nominated for writing. Now look, episode 1 is an absolute banger. It's 10 out of 10. But it's not even like my 4th favorite episode of the season. So I always wonder, like, how do they pick these? And does the pilot always get picked because that's the episode they've been working on the longest? Like, this has been in development with Katie Dippold for 10 years or something, she said, right? Like, she had this idea way back in the Parks and Recs days. So you know that the pilot is the one that's been worked on the most. But, I mean, I feel if we want a dynamite powerhouse of an episode, then you pick Sunset Cocktails, okay? It don't get better than that. So who should win for directing and writing a series? The people who wrote and directed episode 4. That's who should win. Who will win? Hiro and Dippold for the pilot.
Yes!
And finally, the biggest one. Top of the Emmy mountain, best comedy series. Who should win this one? Apple TV's Widow's Bay. But it is the year of Hacks, all right? It's the 5th and final season, and everybody friggin' loved it. I was friggin' cracking up, crying, loving it, missing it. Okay, great season of TV. So it only makes sense that the show that will win the award for best comedy, Widow's Bay. Sorry, all other comedies, all right? Not your year, I'm afraid. Go Widow's Bay. And listen, I hate to end on a bummer note. I feel obligated to let you know that I read an article with like one of the suits at Apple TV, okay? They're making the rounds for the victory tour of all their noms. And the interviewer is like, so can we expect another season of Widow's Bay to be eligible for the next year's award circuit? And this answer is nothing but a straight up bummer. Oh, that's going to be tough. But we got other good stuff for next year. That is a solid no if I've ever heard one, dude. Don't even bother. Ugh. And you can keep your, but we have other good stuff, okay? This is like Netflix when it goes, oh, we don't have the movie you want to watch, but how about any of these 20 movies that have nothing to do with anything? How about you be satisfied with one of those? No, I will not be satisfied, Netflix. Just like my appetite will never be satisfied for watching The Burbs.
The Burbs.
Because, to Bitbo.